And we are live. I'm not sure how this StreamYard software works. Let's just see how this goes. Showtime. All right, got some housekeeping out of the way. Alrighty. So I figured we should start out the show by talking about my most recent physical media purchases. So let's start with the Lord of the Rings collection on 4K. Now, I got this here back in I ordered this in December, but it didn't get to me till last month because the mistake I made, I got the UK edition, so that made things a little more tricky, and then it didn't help that Amazon workers were basically being overworked during the holiday season. But anyway, so I watched the extended editions for the very first time. I had only seen the theatrical cuts, but yeah, they really added a lot onto the film. Um, and it really, really surprised me how much, like, they moved so fast for 4 hour long movies, and the 4Ks looked and sounded great. And then I did get the Seven Samurai Criterion Collection, which was another thing I ordered back in December but didn't get until January. Watched this for the very first time. I hadn't seen any Kurosawa movies beforehand. So this was a first time watch. And I really dug this movie. So I really enjoyed the story. I don't care that it's 3.5 hours long. And the transfer was really good for a Criterion. I only own 3 Criterion Blu-rays, so I'm kind of still getting into it. Yeah. So and I am getting used to this whole StreamYard thing. Okay, so all right, so let's get to our first bit of movie news. And so our first bit of movie news, this is technically TV, but Gina Carano was fired from The Mandalorian. Yeah, this is a situation that's kind of blown up from both sides. So when it comes to the Gina Carano situation, I was never really interested in the whole culture war thing. Um, I was kind of just indifferent about it, but she was recently fired for comparing being a Jew in the Holocaust to being a Republican in modern day. And this is a situation where I think if you play with matches, you get burnt. Uh, you know, I understand what she was trying to say, but um, I think bringing the Holocaust into it was kind of where she went wrong. And that's just my opinion on the whole thing. A little bit sad that we're not going to see her in Mando season 3, but it's like the show will survive without her. Uh, Now, if Pedro Pascal left the show, that's where I think the show would go downhill. Now, once I need to get better at. Alrighty, so uh, in other movie news, we did finally get our casting for the Last of Us TV series. We got Pedro Pascal playing Joel and uh, Bella Ramsey playing Ellie. Uh, so, kind of my background on this whole thing is that Last of Us is probably my favorite video game of all time. I don't know if I prefer the first or second one. So, of course, we got Pedro Pascal, who plays, who most notably is the Mandalorian and Oberyn Martell on Game of Thrones. And then we got Bella Ramsey, who plays Lyanna Mormont on Game of Thrones as well. And this TV show will be created by the Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and the writer of the video game himself, Neil Druckmann. Now, my overall thoughts on this, I think that, I am down for these castings. Some people are a little upset about that they didn't get their fan cast or whatever. And I mean, Nikolai Coster-Waldau would have been perfect for Joel, but I honestly think that instead of complaining that our fan cast did not come true, that we should kind of just accept what we got and don't throw a fit about it. And I mean, like, Pedro Pascal is a great actor, and I'm not as far into Game of Thrones to where we meet Lyanna Mormont, but I'm sure that she is a great actress to play the role of Ellie. And I am very curious to see how they adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. Now we got some trailers to talk about. So, of course, I guess we should start with one that was released today for Mortal Kombat. This trailer was pretty hyped up. I'm honestly like, it's not a movie I am dying to see. But I mean, it's going to HBO Max, so I'll probably watch it because why not? But the trailer looked. I mean, the violence was cool. The um, the costumes look good. Hearing Scorpion go, "Get over here," was pretty cool. But I'm not really the biggest fan of a lot of video game adaptations. They're not really my thing. So I'm a little bit unsure how to feel about it. And so, I mean, I'm going to watch it and give it a fair shake. I mean, it looks fine. I think it looks completely well made, and the characters look cool. And then yesterday we got Cruella, which is Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. Yeah, this trailer didn't do it for me personally. It just looks like a ripoff of the Joker, Disney's attempt to make the Joker with one of their famous villains. And I mean, Emma Stone looks great as the character of Cruella de Vil, but like I'm failing to understand like what are they even going for with this? Like, are they going for like, is this a kids movie or I don't know. It has me very conflicted. And then we did get the Justice League Zack Snyder cut trailer. This is something I am very, very excited to see what they will be doing with. We're getting a 4-hour long movie of the characters, and I do not like the cut we got from Joss Whedon, even though I don't really fully blame Joss Whedon for why the Justice League movie was a total disaster. It was kind of just, and I more blame the studio heads. And of course, Joss Whedon is not the best person from the stories I have heard. And the fact that it's just we're finally getting a cut that will actually feel like it is one vision and not a film made by committee. And yeah. Um and then we did get God's a Kong versus Godzilla trailer, and similar to the Mortal Kombat, it looks fun. It's not something that like I'm dying to see right away. Um, it I'm definitely gonna watch it. Action looks cool, and yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. I'm not the biggest fan of the MonsterVerse movies. I think they are just fine. Uh, they didn't really impress me that much outside of the VFX. I found Godzilla 2014 to actually be kind of disappointing, and my dog is going off. Uh, and then that's about it for recent movie trailers. I guess Tom and Jerry is. Falcon and the Winter Soldier looks incredible. I'm really excited to see them return to the tone of Captain America to Winter Soldier and Civil War with the MCU, because to be honest, I need a break from the big crossover stuff. And that perfectly segue into my thoughts on WandaVision so far. So, I have wanted to avoid talking about WandaVision until the full season was released. And the reason why is I'm still trying to figure out what to make of the show. It's been really enjoyable so far, but uh, there's this big mystery they're trying to unravel uh, related to what's going on in Westview, and kind of want to wait to see the payoff of that before I uh, give my praises to the show. I will say that the first two episodes were a little bit weird, like a weird way to start the series. And I will be giving my full thoughts on the show once this season is over. And I should also mention the whole like uh, the big hashtag going around is hashtag cancel Disney Plus or whatever, but like it's not gonna work. Disney is too rich and powerful to be taken out. So it's like, yeah, I doubt it's going to work. And I guess now uh, Gina Carano, I guess, is doing something with Ben Shapiro, and like some people are talking about how like she's standing up to the Hollywood people or something like that, and like, and I'm thinking like, no, that's kind of career suicide right now. But I can't say that I'm not curious to know what the movie she's working on with Ben Shapiro is. The 4K Corner has joined in. What's up? You know, snowed in, figure, uh, and yeah, it is getting crazy. And I should also mention for the people down in Texas, I wish you guys the best. I know everything, like this week has just been one of the craziest weeks. Like, uh, it's just been like Texas is getting a 100, like a once in 100 year snowstorm. Uh, where I live, we're getting some of it, but like I haven't been to school all week, so that has been. Oh yeah, I have seen and then I have heard stories from family members going on in Texas that like they're without power, water. Uh, there's the whole boiling water thing going on. Um, yeah, like, and then like I've seen like cars just like buried in a ditch, and yeah, cannot wait for this week to just be over with, but I feel like that we're going to get a 2021 curse. And I'm experimenting with this new StreamYard stuff, so uh, I think it's cool that I could actually pull up the chat comments so that in the future when I do these, people will know what I'm talking about. And I should also mention that I am not sponsored by Dr. Pepper. And just I gave my thoughts on my only two Blu-ray pickups this year so far. Honestly, like for me, the month of February and January have been kind of dead for physical media purchases. March, I have a few in mind that I'm planning on picking up. Uh, and I'm probably gonna do some work on my TV show that I'm writing. And if I go to school tomorrow, uh, which depending on it looks possible. Uh, but yeah, it has just been one long week of nothingness. Like, uh, I could hardly walk outside my house because my yard is basically just buried in snow. Uh, and like, it's been funny because like this past week, I talked about earlier. I think it looks fun. The violence is really cool, and it looks like a Mortal Kombat uh, thing. I do think it will definitely be better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I'm not 100% sure, like when it comes to story and all that stuff, but I mean, as long as the action is cool, I am all good. Uh, kind of makes me want to play the more recent, Mortal Kombat games. Yeah, at least we're getting some new movies. I also did see. I watched Promising Young Woman or Young Women this weekend, and I surprisingly really enjoyed it, and it is my favorite movie of 2020. Uh, which I mean, 2020 was kind of a dead year for movies anyway. Yeah, it looks like more fights and characters, but doesn't look to have a good story. Yeah, I'm not really going into stuff like Kong versus Godzilla and Mortal Kombat for the story. I mean, my one worry with Kong versus Godzilla is the same issue I've had with the past few monster movies is being surrounded by annoying characters. Uh, yeah, I think that's going to be the effect it has. I don't think that it's going to be a well received movie when it launches, despite all the hype behind it. Yeah, I enjoyed Detective Pikachu, and I don't know if like you've ever played Last of Us, but we did discuss well, I discussed the casting. So, but yeah, we need more like the Mortal Kombat movie. The first one is fun. I enjoyed the most recent Tomb Raider movie. Uh, I enjoyed Detective Pikachu, and I think that's about it for the ad. Oh, Sonic was good, but that is really about it for the ones that I enjoy. But honestly, I think that like they might make some sort of, I don't want to say comeback, but like there's a lot of video game adaptations that I'm actually curious to see. Except Sony is really butchering the like I am so confused by what they're doing with that whole Uncharted stuff going on. It's like uh yeah, like casting Tom Holland as Nathan Drake is one of the most strangest casting decisions. And then even stranger is um, Mark Wahlberg as Sully, who like I love Mark Wahlberg, but like as Sully, no. What is going on? I am okay. Looks like I am losing my internet connection might be falling or something. Uh, is okay. I think I'm good now. But yeah, they really like there's so many like hilariously terrible video game adaptations out there. Like, I'm trying to think of this. Like, what was it? No, it's not Doom with the. I'm thinking about this one with the Rock. I'll have to look it up real quick. It is. Oh, it is Doom. But yeah, that one was hilariously bad. Uh, I don't know if anyone is a fan of the Assassin's Creed movie, but I wasn't particularly crazy about that one. Um, they've made two Hitman movies, and both of them are not that great. Like, it's kind of sad that like we live in a world where like a lot of my favorite video game movies are just movies that I think are not great, but I have fun with. And I mean, I'm glad that I have fun with them, but like, I don't really know if I've seen a great video game movie. And we've hit the 30-minute mark. Oh, and I guess Scorsese is making a new movie, and I'm trying to look up the name really quickly. So it looks like Jesse Plemons is going to be in Scorsese's new movie, Killers of the Flower Moon. So I'm not really, I'm personally not familiar. Like, I don't know what it's going to be about, but like, I think the cast is really good so far. And of course, I am a massive fan of Martin Scorsese. Uh, and, you know, uh, I really like Jesse Plemons in Breaking Bad. Um, and, and of course, Leonardo DiCaprio and uh, Robert De Niro also get me excited for Killers of the Flower Moon. And I guess Jordan Peele, I guess like he shut down a role in Jordan Peele's new movie. Um, to do this one, which I mean, if I got offered a role in a Scorsese movie, I'd take that one in a heartbeat. Um, I don't know if anyone in the chat is a Scorsese fan or not, but this one gets me really excited to see uh, what they're going to do. And I think, was there something I did not? Is there anything I missed today to? I think that is about it for what I want to talk about today. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this live stream. I'm hoping to do a little bit more of this as soon as I can. Maybe next weekend, or if something big happens this weekend, I will do a live stream. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like button, click that like button, and subscribe. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time.